everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Gabriel Alpha, and today we will be talking about 7 rookies who are defying all expectations so far this season. These 7 rookies weren't taken very early in the draft and are doing much better than their draft position expects them to do. Although it is very early in the 2021 NBA season, we have already seen some rookies play much better than expected. We see some rookies like this from every NBA draft class, and this year's players are already starting to show up. Please remember to leave a like on the video, and if at any moment you enjoy watching the video and like content like this, please consider subscribing. Let's get real. Before the NBA draft, many mock drafts had Tyrese Haliburton getting drafted in the top 10, but many also had him fall out of the lottery. This was because they didn't think his shot would cross over to the NBA from college. Personally, I think that the Detroit Pistons should have taken Haliburton at 7, but they didn't. Then I wanted my favorite team, the New York Knicks, to take him at 8, but they didn't, and he ended up falling all the way down to number 12. It has been a very small sample size for Haliburton so far this season, as he missed 2 games with a wrist injury. But in the 11 games he has played some amazing basketball. So far this season, he has been able to shoot 52% from beyond the arc. And to look at these numbers a little closer, 3rd overall pick LaMelo Ball is shooting 36% from 3, even though they've shot very similar amounts. He has also shot 51% from the floor and 82% from the free throw line, meaning he's very close to the very rare 50-40-90 club. And that's all without starting a single game this season, as De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield are both starting over him. In one game this season, De'Aaron Fox got a little hurt in the 3rd quarter, and we really got to see how Haliburton can lead a team. We saw his greatest attribute, his facilitating, on full show. And on January 8th, he dished out a career-high 8 assists. He's 2nd among rookies in assists per game and 2nd among rookies in points per game. Not to mention that in 4th quarters this season, he has scored more points than any other rookie and is 7th among all NBA players in points scored in the 4th quarter. He also has more 3-pointers than any other player in the entire league in the 4th quarter. And he is yet to turn the ball over in the 4th quarter. He's looking like one of the best rookies in the class and by far the biggest steal. So far this season, Saddiq Bey may just be the best 3-point shooting rookie. After falling lower than in the draft than expected as he fell all the way to 19, the 3-point marksman has been remarkable for the Detroit Pistons this year. His 10.6 points per game are 7th among rookies, as well as his 4.4 rebounds per game are 6th among rookies. But what he is best known for is his 3-point shooting. Saddiq Bey has made more threes than any other rookie this year, and his most impressive game so far this season was in a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks on January 6. He had a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds, and 6 threes, which was a game high. Not to mention that those numbers came in 24 minutes and off the bench. His 3-point shooting this year is also way above average at 43%, while league average is just around 33%. That is a higher percentage this year than the best shooter in history, Steph Curry, who's shooting a lower percentage than 43%. The Pistons look like they've made a good pick for the first time in a while, and let's just hope they don't mess it up again. The Miami Heat drafted Precious Achiuwa with the 20th pick in this year's draft. Although he hasn't played quite as well as any of the other players on this list, I thought he'd been playing well enough to talk about. He was playing well before Bam got COVID, but after the positive test, Achiuwa's been on a whole different level. Before Bam Adebayo went out, Precious Achiuwa was averaging 7.3 points per game and 4.4 rebounds. In the last 2 games, when he got the start, and Bam was out, he was averaging 13.5 points a game and 12 rebounds a game, which is absolutely insane, which means that he is now 3rd in rookie rebounds and rebounds per game behind only James Wiseman and LaMelo Ball. Although Bam Adebayo was back against the Pistons on January 16th, and Achiuwa's minutes per game went significantly down, he still played pretty well, with 5 points and 4 rebounds. I hope that the Heat can give Achiuwa more minutes, even when Bam is playing now, because when Bam was out, he was playing spectacular basketball. Tyrese Maxiell was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers with the 21st pick in this year's NBA draft. Now, I was going to have Tyrese Maxiell in this video, even before the Sixers all got COVID, but after he got COVID, I had all the more reason to keep him in. When the Sixers had the league minimum of players eligible to play in a game due to COVID-19, Tyrese Maxiell went off. In 44 minutes against the Denver Nuggets on January 9th, Tyrese Maxiell had one of the highest scoring games of any rookie ever, as he scored 39 points on excellent efficiency. He also had 7 rebounds and 6 assists. He even kept up those stats when Ben Simmons came back. He is fourth in rookies, averaging 11.3 points per game, and is fourth in total steals and third in total points among rookies. And since his breakout game, he has scored at least 15 points in all but one game. He did have a rough couple of games to start off the season, but now he seems to have found his footing. He's been playing so well this season that I have even seen Philadelphia fans on Twitter and Instagram saying they want Maxey as their point guard for the future. I personally don't agree with this, as Ben Simmons is an all-star level player, but if he doesn't develop a jump shot soon, maybe they will think about it. And speaking of Instagram, you should go follow mine, at GetRealNBA, where I post everything about this channel, and soon we'll be starting to post other NBA stuff as I'm learning how to use Photoshop. Go hit with a follow. Link in the description. The New York Knicks traded down in the draft to get Emmanuel Mudiay. They originally drafted some European bum, but traded him to the Timberwolves for the 25th and the 33rd pick. And with pick 25, they drafted the GOAT himself, Emmanuel Mudiay, and they have 100% won this trade. Emmanuel Mudiay is currently averaging 10 points, 3 assists, and is shooting 92.5% from the line, which is absolutely amazing. And in his last 3 games, he is averaging 19.5 points and 5 assists, which include a 23.5 rebound and 4 assist performance against the Cavs on January 15th, and a 17.8 rebound performance against the Celtics on January 17th. Against the Boston Celtics, Mudiay was as close as you can get to a starter, as he was the 6th man. Coach Tom Thibodeau said in an interview after the Celtics game that if he keeps up how he's playing right now, he will be a starter very soon. Personally, I think that this would help the Knicks out a lot, as Mudiay averages more assists than Payton in the last couple games. Not to mention that Payton has awful shooting percentages and Mudiay's aren't bad. And when Payton was in Orlando, he got 3 straight triple-doubles coming off the bench, and very few players have ever been able to do that. I hope that this breakout rookie becomes a starter very, very soon. The Boston Celtics drafted Payton Pritchard with the 26th pick in this year's draft, and boy has it been a real steal. People really started noticing the 22-year-old after the Celtics season opener, where he scored 13 points on 5 of 5 shooting. Then, in 32 minutes against the Toronto Raptors, he scored his career-high 23 points on 62% shooting. Then, just 2 days later, even though he had a rough game scoring-wise, he hit a game-winning putback layup to defeat the Miami Heat. He is top 10 in rookie points per game, which is super impressive because only 10 rookies can fit into that category. He's also top 5 in rookie assists per game. This becomes even more impressive when you look at last year's 26th overall pick Dylan Windler, who didn't play a single game last year for the Cavs, and this year he's only played 1 game and only scored 3 points. And then in 2018, the 26th pick resulted in an all-rookie in Landry Shamet, but Pritchard's numbers are already better than his. Pritchard is also one of the best defensive players from this draft class. He is 4th in steals per game amongst rookies. I wonder if he can keep up this kind of production now that Kemba Walker is back. Comment down below what you think. The Grizzlies traded up in this year's draft to select Desmond Bane with the last pick of the first round. Desmond Bane might not have been on this list if it wasn't for Ja Morant's injury, because he sprained his ankle on December 28th. Desmond Bane has been able to be the backup point guard. This means that Bane had a significant role for 8 of the Grizzlies' 12 games. Desmond Bane is one of only 4 rookies to score more than 100 points this season, and what Bane has done best on the court is his excellent sharpshooting. He is shooting 48% from 3 this season, which is 10th amongst rookies. He's also one of 4 rookies to splash at least 23s this season. The other 3 rookies are Tyrese Haliburton, Saddiq Bey, and LaMelo Ball. What makes this more impressive is that he is 4th in three-point makes, but 7th in attempts. I love watching Bane play, and hope that even though Ja Morant is healthy now, Bane still gets his touches. I want to just give a quick shout-out and an honorable mention to LaMelo Ball. I didn't want to put him into this video because he was a top 3 overall pick, so the expectations for him are very high, but he has been balling out so far this season. He is 1st in points, rebounds, assists, threes, and steals, and he hasn't started a single game for the Hornets this season. And against the Hawks the other day, he broke Luka Doncic's record to become the youngest player to ever receive a triple-double, so props to you, LaMelo. I want to give another honorable mention to Jae'Sean Tate. He was undrafted in 2019, and after 2 hard years of trying to get a spot on an NBA team, the Rockets gave him a chance, and boy has he played well. He's averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds, and on January 14th, in a win against the Spurs, Tate double-doubled with 13 points and 10 assists. He became the first Rockets rookie since Steve Francis 21 years ago to record 10 or more assists, so congrats to him. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps the channel out a bunch. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more content just like this, click that big red subscribe button and hit the notification bell to never miss an epic video. If you had a thought about the video, comment it down below along with any suggestions. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until I see you next time, remember to stay real.